Hey guys, what's going on? It's Alexa, and today I don't have any Smash Ultimate stuff to talk about. There is a direct tomorrow, and if you want to catch me watching it, I mean, the reaction is going to be on this channel, but if you want to catch it live, I'm going to be over on my Twitch at twitch.tv/relaxalax, the typical bullshit. But as for why I haven't been doing anything else, there's literally nothing to talk about. Like, I don't want to be making videos on every fake leak that comes out and try and, like, just grab your views for nothing, you know? It's like, these are stupid ass leaks that aren't even real. Like, I can take one look at these picture leaks and be like, that's not worth my or your time. Like, distributing misinformation and fake information, what's the point of that? Why will I do that? And so that's my explanation for people who've been asking, like, oh, why aren't you covering this, why aren't you covering that? It's just not, I don't wanna. So yeah, I have my predictions for the direct. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a story mode. They're going to talk about the story mode for 5 minutes, because it's not a Smash Direct, it's just a general, so they're probably going to talk a little bit about the game mode, and maybe 1 or 2 character reveals. As for who, Isabelle, Incineroar, Skull Kid, we're going to say Skull Kid, because it was hinted at? Maybe they changed it because we realized that it was Skull Kid, who knows? Who's to say? Anyways, I want to talk to you today not about what is gonna be in Smash Ultimate, but what already is in Smash Ultimate, because I have played it, and it was really fun. So Nintendo of Canada, we have this convention called Fan Expo in Toronto. I didn't actually go to the convention because I'm like, I don't need to go to a convention with really like huge crowds of people, overpriced admission for just an artist alley. Like, that's really the only reason I was gonna go to the artist alley, so I didn't go. So I didn't go and see any of the merch. I didn't pay extremely large prices for figurines. Whoa. But I did get invited to an after-hours VIP session with Smash Ultimate, and I figured some of you might want to be like, you might want to hear my impressions of the game, since, you know, I talk a lot about Smash and I have a different perspective. Like, I didn't go into it looking competitively. Me and my friend Dion, we were just excited to play the goddamn game, and we had a lot of fun. So I just want to say thank you to Nintendo Canada for the invite, because I had a blast. It was great, because we got in at like, what, 7? 8? We got in at 8 o'clock, and we played till 11 o'clock. No stops. We did play 4-player battles, and the only option they had during the demo was 4-player battles with items on. You couldn't change it. It was timed battles, so we're just like, oh great, we're gonna have to work with this. So we just played a lot of time battles, but eventually dwindled down to just me and Dion, and then some other guy named Kyle. He's probably not gonna watch this, but Kyle, and then we played multiple 1v1s rotation just with a lot of the characters. We weren't trying like super try hard. We were doing our best, but we weren't like getting all up in it, because we were trying all the characters. So I tried my hand at most of the characters, and I think I got most of them, save for like Fox, Ryu. I don't remember if I touched Pac-Man. I think I didn't play Pac-Man. I think I played most of the characters and tried to play characters that were changed over characters that were just from Smash for Wii U, right? Because like a lot of them function the exact same. The general thing here is a lot of the characters, I'll put them on the screen, they function the same, and like, if you're imagining how they would play, that's how they played in the demo, save for a few animation changes, and you're like, oh, how's this character gonna work? They play basically the same. I played Marth, and I'm like, oh, this is playing Marth, it's great. But the thing that's great about it is the new engine, and it makes it a whole lot more fun, and like, you wouldn't think it would make that big a difference. I have notes here so I can actually stay on topic for once. So it felt responsive. Once you get a feel for the engine, it took like a while for me to like being like, oh, I can do this short hop, like that's a thing, and getting the input for short hop, because I have not really done it in a little bit. Short hop, fast fall, and then you do the back air. When you do that, it's like, it feels really good. You can do multiple back airs on the spot if you want to, and it feels really good. You can space it out, and it felt a lot of like what I like about Smash's neutral, where you're throwing out moves, trying to bait another move out, or doing something that your opponent wouldn't expect in order to get the first hit, and that is kind of what it boiled down to. The movement felt very, very natural. That's one of my biggest worries with Smash 4, 3DS, and Wii U. It felt like, this is just my opinion on it, but it felt like when you were playing on whatever controller it was, this isn't it. If you're playing on whatever controller, it felt like your inputs were being input by the control stick on another controller in order to input it. And it just did not feel connected to the game. I don't know, that's just me. It just did not feel natural when I played it, at least on a GameCube controller. But the movement just was on point. I did not have a problem executing what I wanted to execute, and although some of the characters I had to get used to in order to do that, when I did get used to the characters, so at the end of the demo, me and Dion are like, okay, let's just pick our mains and just go all out for the last hour. So literally, we played Ganondorf, Donkey Kong, like back and forth, maybe like 10 times. I played for 3 hours straight. I may have gotten close to like 100 battles in. Later, we played just Ganondorf, Donkey Kong, and those were our mains. So once we got used to how they functioned, we could actually start playing and actually trying like our hand and like actually trying to fight. And I mean, I'm gonna get into Ganondorf on his own, but it just felt natural with the engine of moves. It felt natural in order to grab, except their controllers had it on the left side, and it really threw me off. They had grab on like the left button. I don't know why, but I was like, what the hell? Like, so that was a little to get used to. But like grabbing and shield functioned as it would. Dashing, like reverse aerial rush, that worked as it would. And it just felt correct. It felt like Smash Bros. Another thing is the air dodging. It was super punishable. Like, you could do an air dodge off stage, you would be basically screwed. And that happened like once to me. I like did an air dodge like on accident. I'm like, oh crap, I'm dead. You literally, it's like the way you have to see it in your mind is if you air dodge, you will not get to input for as long as Ganondorf has his up tilt. You know, his up tilt where it takes 5 ever. It's like you do your air dodge off stage and you're like, oh, I'm gonna recover after I air dodge. You can't do that. You're just gonna be dead. For characters like Mario, Ganondorf, Link, like you're just dead. You can't be saved. There's no chance for you. So it's really punishable. What it can be used for is a last ditch effort to deke out your opponent. So say you're recovering and you want to dodge on stage, you're on the top platform or on the left side of the platform, and you're trying to trick them so you can get back to stage and reset neutral. That's a lot of what the game was when I was playing it. It was like keeping your opponent, we were on Battlefield for most of the battles, but you were keeping your opponent away from the bottom of the stage so you had stage control, and that is a lot of what it was, because I found myself trying to get back to the bottom, but it was really hard with someone like Ganondorf, so I had to trick my recovery with the air dodge in order to get back to the stage and get a hit in. And it felt like Smash Bros. You know, I didn't get that feeling with Smash 4. Maybe I just didn't explore it to that length, but it really felt like it felt risky to do things. It didn't feel like every input was free. It didn't feel like, you know, when I was fighting my opponent, when I felt like I got a hit in, it felt like I had the advantage. It felt like, okay, what can I do to follow this up? And you do your 2 hits, and then they're like on the top platform or off stage. You're like, okay, so now they're in a disadvantageous situation. How can I continue to keep them in that position? Smash 4 just felt like to me that like it was very easy for them to get back to the neutral, get back to a situation where they could be on equal ground. And I don't know, this game is definitely no melee, but it definitely feels like there's more risks for what you're doing, which I really do like. What else have I got here? Offstage play actually was fun. Like I said, there's no edge guarding like melee where you grab the ledge and you're on the ledge, but when you're off stage you do feel disadvantageous. Maybe I played characters with bad recovery, so that's why. Like I didn't really touch Villager, Kirby. You could probably get back with them easy, but still, it felt like when you were off stage, you didn't really have a lot to get back with. And if you were off stage, sure you could get back, but your damage would go like skyrocketing because you would keep getting hit, and you wouldn't be doing damage to the opponent. So it was a lot of fun. I don't know. I like that style of Smash, and from just what I played from this demo, I'm very happy about that. Of course, I didn't play all the characters. Maybe some characters are going to be more exploitable than others. We don't know yet. And especially characters like Ganondorf with a bad recovery, which I played a lot of. It's like, yeah, this guy, once he's off stage, he's going to die. Donkey Kong, he has his horizontal recovery, and the hit with that thing, it like you try to hit him, it's like the other games where you try to hit him, but he's going to hit you first, so you'd have to hit him with a disjointed hitbox, like Ganondorf's sword, which I'm happy about. So let's talk about the characters very briefly. I didn't really go into the super frame data of all the characters telling you, oh, this character's gonna be top tier, because like, why do I know? I was just goofing around with my friend. I can talk about the characters I played a lot of, and the characters I really did enjoy. Like, there are a couple of characters I picked up and enjoyed that were just like, above all else, better than other characters. But before that, first and foremost, finally Ganondorf. Whew, I'm in love. I love the guy. So he's not fundamentally, he's still playing somewhat of the same. He's still heavy, he still doesn't have a great recovery, he still has very laggy moves, he has a one-hit jab, all his moves are powerful still, he still's got that kicking up air, his neutral air actually was fixed for a lot better utilization. He's basically Ganondorf, but a lot better. And with the new sword, it actually opens up options for you so you can actually do stuff with him. His other smash attacks, you couldn't do anything. It felt like they were just there and you couldn't actually utilize them. These, they got range to them, so catch your opponent slipping, you can hit them. You can hit them right through that top platform, and they're just punished if they do that. Like, his sword, when you do an up smash, it goes over to the platform on Battlefield. It's great. A down smash I didn't really try a lot of, but I do believe the second hit is very quick, so if you were to try and catch someone off guard with that, it would be good. And the forward smash, if they're off stage, it covers so much area. If you just time it correctly, because it's very slow, but if you time it right, it like covers a lot, and you could probably catch someone recovering if they're going to ledge, or if they're trying to go above the platform. You would catch them. It's really cool. But Ganondorf I had a lot of fun with. I don't think he's going to be amazing in this game or anything. It's probably going to be the case of, you know, there's going to be a few people that play the character. They're going to be good with him, and that's that. Like, he's not fast. He has a lot of punishable moves himself, and his recovery, like, you hit him 80% off stage, and he gets to that weird position, he's dead. So he's not going to be, like, top tier. But I still like him a lot. Like, I don't care whether he's top tier or not. He's still really fun. He has all the things I like about the character, so I'm happy to say Ganondorf is, if you like Ganondorf in other games, you'll like him in this game. Who else do we got here? I guess we could talk about the new characters, such as Ridley. And he was interesting. I had to take a little bit of time to get used to how he actually fought. And from what I played, he functions way better in the air if you can stay in the air and, like, juggle people in the air. I don't think he's an amazing character, but I had a lot of fun with him. Connecting that down B on the ground where he does the tail, super satisfying, and his smash attacks actually kind of threw me off because I'm like, this does not feel like a smash attack. It's weird because it's Ridley, so I always imagine him being really strong and really OP, but this he actually felt very punishable, except in the air, because he can fly around. He has a lot of range move with his tail, and those moves hit hard. So I didn't play a lot of him, but I imagine he's really strong in the air. On the ground, not so much. Inkling was another character. It's one of those that you really have to sit down with and figure out, because I still can't, like, envision in my head what their, like, aerials are and their smash attacks, because I don't know, there was a lot to them, and I was still trying to figure out the paint mechanic, and I'm like, oh, this is how you do it, and I'm like, that is so weird that you have to press B while in shield, or is it B? I think it is. You're B in shield to get your paint back, but it's punishable. If someone comes and hits you, you're gonna get hit out of that, and I think you don't even get the paint back. So it's like I guess you have to do that when they're dead, like you kill your opponent, but like, I don't know. It's probably a character that's gonna have a high learning curve, but that's cool to me because, like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Orcane, not so much, but if you hit them when they have the paint on them, then I think your damage does more. I think that's how it functions, and that's cool. I unfortunately couldn't get to experiment with that at a higher level because, you know, I'm a scrub. Yeah, Inkling was cool. I didn't really have a lot of fun playing them in the demo because I feel like I just wasn't getting it, but I think with time I would like the character. They were really quick, so I'm like, yo, if I could actually play this character, it would be so fun. That also rung true with Snake, but I never really played a lot of Snake in Brawl, but Snake, he generally felt the same. His up tilt was still so funny. His side B missile was much quicker for sure. Still not, like, amazing though. Like, you're not gonna throw that out because if you do and someone's close, it's like, yeah, I'm getting hit. Grenades function as you would to control space. His aerials are as Snake's aerials. He's not a bad character, I don't think, and he's pretty heavy, so the man can stay alive, and his recovery hits you. If he grabs ledge, it hits you. So yeah, no, Snake. I didn't play a lot of him. I played enough of him to know that it was kind of like Brawl Snake, but I couldn't tell you a lot about the details. Character I did play like a little bit as well as Pokemon Trainer. It was really fun to be able to actually switch characters and not be punished, so I was like, oh, I don't want to play Ivysaur right now, I want to go back to Charizard, for example. And it's like really quick. It's really quick, and I'm like, damn, this is amazing. Now, of course, if you're consistently changing, it can be punished really easily, but there's no punishment if you are changing at the core, because the other game is like, oh, if you're not changing, you are going to lose stamina, buddy. It's like, well, what? Why do you even make this character? No one's going to play it at that point. So that was fun. Pokemon Trainer was cool. The new additions like Ivysaur and Squirtle, they felt right. Squirtle with his running animation where he's like watery, and he was quick and nimble, you know? Like the description for Toon Link. He was quick and nimble, and it was really fun to just like connect aerials with Squirtle. I was never like good with Pokemon Trainer, so I can't really go out and tell you about how it's different from Brawl. Characters I can talk about, however, Sonic. I don't like playing Sonic in Brawl and Smash for Wii U. But here, I don't know what they changed about him, because I'm still like, why did I enjoy Sonic so much? Maybe it was because I was doing really good with him, but Sonic just felt really right. It felt like a Sonic I enjoyed playing. I felt like really comfortable. Like I just picked up the character and I was able to do short hop, back airs. I was able to run, jump, and like I felt very like in tune with what the character needed me to do. I even got like 2 KOs in a row of me doing a stage spike with his back air, because it's just like so easy to connect. He's really fast. His aerials just like hit, and they're hard hitting. So I don't know, Sonic, super fun. I'm really glad I got to play them, and I will probably play them. The thing I'm thinking of doing, if the Squad Strike becomes a mode that people play a lot of, I know I will with my friends, but it'll be Ganondorf and Sonic on the team, and then I don't know who's going to be the third, but Ganon and Sonic would be a really fun team, because it's like you're slow guy, and then all of a sudden you're fast character. It's like, what are we going to do now? Zelda. Zelda was someone I was like, oh, she's actually better. She felt a lot better, at least to me. She wasn't garbage per se, but she definitely wasn't as good as maybe like Sonic or Cloud, because Cloud is... You can't talk about Cloud. This guy looks like a melee character in this game, just of like how he's moving and how his attacks hit. It's like, geez, this guy, he's already good. He's gonna be top tier, like no question. But Zelda was really fun from when I played her. Of course, she's more of a spaced character. You have to throw out your side B. It's not very, it's punishable, sure, but when you're far enough away, it doesn't feel like it's punishable. So it's a lot of like mind games of where you're putting that and where you're gonna go. I couldn't really use the Phantom that much in a 1v1 battle. Maybe I just don't know how it's used, because I've used Zelda in other games, so I know how her other moves work, but I couldn't use the Phantom for some reason. Her aerials do feel good with the new engine for sure. Like you can actually hit out a thunder or lightning kick, and I connected a lightning kick, and it's like, oh damn, that shit hurts hard. And yeah, no, Zelda works. Smash attack felt good. Neutral air felt good. Like I'm a very like, I go in with like a neutral air. That's how I fucking play. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna jump in with a neutral air, and that's how I usually get a first hit, or how I like to anyways. But she felt good mostly all around. I really just liked the new. She felt quicker. She felt more spry than older Zelda, where she feels like an old woman, like here's my powers, and I don't know. This Zelda felt spry. She's moving well, her attacks hit, and I don't know if she's a great character, but oh, one cool thing I don't know how it happened. I was facing Dion, and we were both like, oh my god. But I did like almost a 0 to death on Dion, where I finished the combo string. Not even the combo string. It was like I had him off stage, and I kept like reading what he was gonna do to get back on stage, and then I don't know what I hit him with, but he went like top right corner of the stage, and then I did Zelda's up special, her Nehru's Love? No, it's Fagor's Wind. And then I connected with that! And I'm like, what? I connected with it. It was pretty quick too. I'm like, oh my god. Like I hit him. I hit his fox like boof. And he almost died. Like the little indicator got really small. We're like, it was cool. I'm like, oh, that's a thing you can do. That's a thing you can do. And I'm like, I might have to play Zelda after that. Speaking of Zelda characters, Link, don't really have too much to write home about. He felt like Link, except the grab was grabbable, so you could just grab people like a regular-ass character, and I'm like, yes! Although it took a little bit to get used to, because it's Link and you're like, muscle memory, you have to be like a foot, or not a foot, like, you have to be like a whole car distance away from someone to grab them, and it's like, oh, sorry, I missed. But here, he worked well. One thing I did notice, though, his bomb, the range at which, like, it detonates and the radius of that is huge. Like, I got hit with that, I'm like, wait a minute, that was his bomb? So I played him, and I'm like, I'm throwing it, and I'm just throwing it, like, above a character. And I guess they have to spot dodge to dodge it, but it's just a huge radius of a distance that, like, it covers. If you're on Battlefield's top platform and you put the bomb there, and you had a tall character on, like, the left or right platform, let's say the bomb on the top platform was, like, on the side, like, the left side, and you had a character on the left platform, and they were tall, it would hit them. And it's like, whoa, okay, it feels like it covers so much, and with you being able to detonate it, it's like leagues better than Snake's. I wonder if you could use it to like make Link recover better, because it's essentially the same, except he has to hold it over his head when he's like running. Actually, did he do that? I don't remember how he did it when he's running, because he holds it above his head and he walks with it, but I don't remember what happens when he jumps. It probably goes back into his one hand. I don't remember, to be honest. And then here are a few other characters I felt good about. Ice Climbers, oh my god, I missed them. As you guys know, I really like the character, and they were really fun to play. Just overall, their attacks just felt like they hit, and I guess that's just a testament to Nana and Popo. There's no like desyncing stuff I did or anything. I just played them like a regular character. They were really fun. They felt really strong to like hit moves with and juggle characters with, and that alone makes me think that they're going to be good. And because they have strong smash attacks, that too, I'm like, damn, they're probably going to be good again. Pikachu, I didn't play a lot of, but I just want to point out that his neutral air is 2 frames, and it's just so easy. Pikachu's fast. I'm not a fan of Pikachu, as you guys know, but he was functioning really well. Pikachu was cool. And of the other characters, Mewtwo, goddamn, this guy, his air movement is great. His forward air is great. His neutral air is great. His ground movement's great. This guy's fast. Like, damn, that's what he should have been in Smash for Wii U. And I believe that's it for all the characters. I said Cloud already. Cloud is bonkers. Like, he was bonkers. Dion did not download the DLC for Smash for Wii U, and he picked up Cloud. He's like, yeah, I've only seen a little bit of footage of the character, and I know how he works, and it's just like easy. And it's like, damn. Sonic, again, I enjoyed playing him, and I felt like he was really strong. We will see how strong he is, because I know his attacks aren't like heavy hitters, but because of how this game is a little more or less lenient about recovering, though the blast zones are kind of far, it's still like you have to recover on stage, and Sonic can jump pretty far and like recover still with his spin dash and homing attack and shit. So yeah. Of the other characters, no one really sticks out in my mind. I played a lot of NES Mario. After I tried out a lot of the characters, I'm like, okay, these guys play essentially the same, like Little Mac Bowser. They play generally the same, just the new engine makes them feel a lot more fun. You'd be surprised at how much it changes. You have to really play for yourself to really see, because it does feel like they're the same characters with the same movesets, but it's all different when you're playing it in this new engine. I believe that is all I have to say. If I didn't talk about a character you liked, I'm sorry. I'm just going to talk about my own experience, because that's just who I am. Yeah. That's all I gotta say on the subject. Excited for the game for sure. I'm probably gonna like it a lot more than Smash for Wii U and 3DS. That game, it just did not stick with me at all. Just the combat just really felt stale. Like, I would do something and it did not feel like it mattered. It felt like people who weren't good at the game could excel at it, even though they shouldn't. This game felt like, if you knew what you were doing, you would probably be able to beat the opponent who didn't know what they were doing. Or, if you had more experience with a character, it would show in the fight. You wouldn't be able to just throw out any move and it would hit, or air dodge and get back safely. So, that is all I have to say on the subject. Let me know down below if you wanted me to cover anyone else. Again, this is all I really know about most characters. I missed some characters, probably because I didn't play them. And you can probably find someone with footage who played the characters better. So thank you for watching, everyone. I will see you on the flip side, probably with more stuff after the direct if it's on the story mode, but we will see. Take it easy.